Salute, Mob Tube. How's everyone doing tonight? I see we got a few people in here already. I wasn't gonna come on tonight. I actually planned on not coming on, but then I wasn't sure. I usually do a show with Shanna on Fridays and Saturdays. She fell asleep early. She hasn't been getting much sleep lately, so I wasn't sure what I was gonna do, but I decided to come on for a little bit. So how's everybody doing? K-Mac, Frank, CWH, Edward Everett. It's me, CG. I never saw you before. Um, Muscles Maranad. Hey, my man. My boy FBS. Always a pleasure to get the alert of you going live, my friend. Thank you. Art Kunkel, what's up, man? Angel, hello. How you doing? Apex Predator 69. Rats Get Bats. Rats Get Bat says, I just found out that Anthony's real name is John Rambo. Joseph McDougal, what's good, man? Steve Gennaro Boots, what's up, bro? Jane Creek, Tommy Agro. Um, so listen, guys, I don't have a whole lot on Raimondi tonight. I got a couple things I'm going to show you real quick, go over, a couple things from last night. But other than that, I'm just gonna bullshit with you guys for a little, like I usually do on weekends. Yes, he is. I know. I'm not probably not gonna stay on real long, but I wanted to come on for a little. Um, I've been reading some comments and stuff, seeing how everybody feels about what took place last night, and I've gotten a little more information that I'm gonna put together for another show, definitely. Uh, but conclusion is still the same. I do want to say this because some people feel as though I should actually drive my ass to Brooklyn to meet this douchebag and see what kind of paperwork he has. Now, we all know the reason I turned it down is first of all, uh, who the fuck are you to tell me where I got to go to get your information? Okay, you could put it right online. You could show us right on here. If you got nothing to hide, what the fuck? Why not? But the main reason is there is no paperwork. We all know that. You heard what he said. Anything, all he's going to show me is a fucking article from a newspaper. And I didn't get that wrong, by the way. There is an article with his name in it. But the article I read, and you guys can look it up if you Google, and which is what I did. I Googled because he said Franzese was in the article. I Googled Kiwanis Club, John Sonny Franzese. The article that's online does not have his name in it. You can check it out. Now, somebody did send me the article that his name is in an article. I think it's him and three other guys. Two of them being Lombardozzi and Franzese. But DJ Tech 12s, he's got no paperwork. He's got that article. There's no paperwork. You heard him say last night for every dickhead who wants to say, why don't you go to Brooklyn to see his. He said you can't, there's no paperwork. He said, before he said he'll show me his paperwork, he said, no, you got to go through the FBI, you got to go through the government, you got to go through the military, you got to go. Yeah, bullshit. There is nothing. There's nothing. I'd be driving to Brooklyn for nothing. But I will offer this challenge. And I text Stacks a little while ago and told him to get a hold of his boy and tell him if he wants to meet me in Philly, I'll gladly go. And if he has anything of substance to show me, I'll gladly pay for his gas money or whatever it is it took him to get to Philly. No problem. All right, so I'll gladly meet him anywhere he wants to in Philly. I don't care. We can meet in South Philly somewhere. That would probably be most convenient for him. No problem whatsoever. So that's my challenge to him. I'll gladly meet him. You think I give a fuck? People talk like I'm scared to meet. You think I'm scared to meet this 67-year-old man who looks like he can't even get out of his chair? For real? And that's if he's even 67. I don't even know anymore with this guy. But gladly, let's meet in Philly. I told him to let him know. I told Stacks, let him know and get back to me. I have a feeling I won't be getting an answer. But I'm letting everybody know right now I will meet him in Philly. We can whatever he wants to show me is just fine. There's not going to be anything to show me though, because he said it himself last night when I said, "You don't have copies of the paperwork about the Sally Burns murder?" No, no, no. You got to go record sealed, record sealed. Okay, all right. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, and the only reason I believe that common sense is because I looked him up on the federal inmate locator, and he's 67. Of course, I don't know. As far as I knew, he was born in 54. Now he says it's 53. I have a feeling that's just for, you know, so the Luciano story fits a little bit better. But even then, and that is one thing I got wrong. I'll admit, guys, Luciano, I fucked up yesterday. I got a stupid text from somebody that I was dumb enough to read, even though I knew better. And yeah, he was not in jail. But as far as not being able to come to the U.S., same shit. He was basically stuck there. He couldn't go. He didn't have a passport. There's no way he was coming to the U.S. for anybody's birth or for anything else. The last time he was on American soil, as far as I know, was 1947. So no, but I was wrong by saying he was in jail. I'll concede that. That's fine. My bad. I take responsibility for that one. Anything else? What was I wrong about? I wasn't wrong about the article I read because the article I read doesn't have his name in it. Period. Um, yeah, he didn't have a passport, John G. He wasn't going anywhere. Um, Let me see. I'm even going to pull this article up and see if I could just put it up here real quick. How did I look it up? Kiwanis Club, John Sonny Franzese. Oh, fuck that up. Swiping. Let's see. I don't know if you could see it. The top one. Federal authorities are investigating reports. Okay. That's what it says at the top. Now, if you go through this article, you're not going to be able to see it too well. But his name is not in it. There's only two names in this article. The one that I read last night live, and that's Carmine the Doctor Lombardozzi and John Sonny Franzese. I don't know if you can read that at all, though. Anyway, that's it. So I wasn't wrong about that article. I just didn't see the article his name was in until somebody sent it to me. And from what I can tell, that one is not just as easy as Googling it. I think it was newspapers.com or something. Somebody was able to get it off of. Yeah, can't see shit, Chris. I figured. That's like him trying to hold up the newspaper last night. Can see FBS. He doesn't have anything to be wasting your time. This guy is just trying to supplement his old age pension by bullshitting everyone. Of course. But like I said, though, just so there's no doubts that meeting this dude, and I'll go alone. That my word. He says bring friends, bring friends. I don't need to bring anybody. I will meet. He can bring friends. I'll meet him alone, and I'll pay for his trip. Okay, just to put any doubts to bed that he might actually have some paperwork because he doesn't. He doesn't have any paperwork. Let me tell you something. If you were calling me out online like that last night about my stories and my background and all that shit, I would do whatever I had to do. I'd block out whatever I had to block out, vital information, and I would put whatever I could right up on the fucking screen. I would have sent it to Stacks and had him post that shit right up there. He doesn't have any fucking paperwork. There's no paperwork. This is why I'm supposed to say, yeah, I'll drive to Bay Ridge, a tank of gas, whatever, just to go meet you so you can talk shit and lie to me to my face rather than actually showing me the paperwork you said you'd show me. People say what he was doing last night is what John A. Light was doing when he, ducked Jimmy Calandra and said, no, I want to fight John Gotti Jr. instead. He doesn't expect me to drive to Brooklyn to go meet him. So he was able to put the challenge out there. But now that I'm saying, hey, meet me in Philly, let's see what he says. And if I got to go a little further than that, I'll think about it. But this way, I don't know rats get bats. No, I don't think so because I don't think there was anything to cooperate on. I mean, he wasn't involved in anything. This guy was a carnival worker. That's no bullshit when I say that. He was Tony Cigars. He was the fucking gangster cigar guy on Coney Island. And he had some, some bullshit game booths where he scammed people out of all their money. So but I figure it this way: hey, it's a trip to Philly. Worst case scenario, he either won't show up or he won't have any paperwork, and then I'll just go. I don't know. I'll go shopping on South Street or something. You know, make a day of it. No problem. Um, so let me see here. I'll pull this up real quick. This is from Reddit. Somebody sent this to me. This was his proof. You ready for this, guys? I want you all to take a close look at this. So I'm just going to leave it on the screen for a couple of minutes. This is proof. This is the proof he's able to show of his military career so far. Here we go. Drum roll. Take a good look at this, guys. Tell me what you think. And I'll just take your comments after you take a good look at this. I know some of you already saw it, I'm sure, but I'm just going to leave it up here for a minute so everybody can kind of study it. And then I will talk to you guys about your comments and see what you think. Apparently he was in the CIA too. All right. What do you think? Even a couple bullets, yeah. And what the fuck? And listen, I don't. I'm not gonna dry snitch, but should he be having bullets in that picture? I mean, I'm not posting no picture with no bullets in it. Trust me. Yeah, of course. You got that in a Cracker Jack box. Rats get bats says. Yep. Um, Ken C says it would be interesting to see what he comes up with. If he doesn't answer you back and accept your offer to meet in Philly, then he truly has nothing. No, and I'll keep calling him out on it too, because now I'm serious. Now I do want to meet. So let's see. Yeah. JC McCallie, I won some of those in a box of Fruit Loops. My grandfather was in World War II, and I have more proof of that. Yep. Our uncle looks like a dug some dog. Looks like it. Probably meant to say looks like he dug some dog tags up after 30 years. Uh, Dude, what the fuck is that? Bullet shaped anal beads. uh, Mind someone else's business. I'll be in Brooklyn all day Sunday. Gotta go see his Fu Manchu. Uh, James Hawk, I love how he lost signal when you started challenging him. Of course, that's their trick. That's A-Light did the same thing on Lee Cole's show. Muscles men or not. LMAO, stolen valor, piece of shit. What's his MOS? Every single person gets an MOS, of course. And well, it's just like he said, he didn't get a VA card because he was a veteran. Get the fuck out of here. Everybody gets a VA card if you serve. You can get that on Wish. Yeah. Yeah, no shit, man. It's stuff you could buy anywhere. DJ Tech 12 is a table full of stolen valor and dreams of a cigar salesman. Absolutely. Common sense, bullet shaped anal beads, Frankie Brooks, embarrassing. Bobby Burrian, the rust on the dog tags are fake. John G, he wasn't involved in nothing. Rats get bats. Mind someone else's business. Gumball machine items. Edward Everett. He also said he had a government handler. Yeah, I know. I noticed that. Jane Creek, 16-year-old CIA agent. LOL. He was the Doogie Howser of the fucking CIA. Rats get bats. That was the bullet he clipped the guy when he was 16. J.R. Boston. This is a joke, right? Oh, it's a joke, but it's not meant to be one. That I'm not fucking with you like that. He put that up seriously. That's on Reddit. I don't. I'm pretty sure the text that went with it. was from the executive producer of his podcast, The Enforcer, that he had. Okay. And it's funny because on the thread, the executive producer is talking about, you know, I know some of his stories sound unbelievable, but I did some research on his military career and everything checks out. And somebody challenged him and he was like, "What do you mean? What'd you research? What checks out?" And he was like, "Well, I could tell you that his dog tags and something else, his dog tags and his tattoos are very real." And the dude was like, "What? You're going by dog tags and tattoos? You didn't see any paperwork or anything?" And no, of course he didn't. No, this is meant to be serious as far as Raimondi's concerned. He posted this shit, those pictures. 18th, Greenwood, K-Mac, eBay or Amazon. It's me, CG, 18th Avenue and 72nd Street, Bensonhurst is where I will be. There you go. Louis Sudan, according to Stacks, Anthony Raimondi is 100% legit. I listen. I don't know if he believes that. I highly doubt it. I heard him say that today, but I don't believe it. Raimondi robbed a couple of crankster carnies ever since he's got to lay low when the local county fair comes to town. Uh, Ken C, I bought dog tags when I was a kid from the Army surplus store. They also put my name on them. Me too, bro. I was going to say the same shit. I think we all did. John G, if he was a real gangster, he wouldn't have threatened you on live YouTube last night. Of course. Absolutely. Mind someone else's business. I can get dog tags at Things Remembered in the mall. Yeah, Things Remembered. Yeah. Brandon Phillips, what is it? Please explain. I don't. What do you want me to explain? I mean, I'll put the picture back up for a second for everybody, but I don't. What do you want me to tell you? This is his proof of his military service. There we go. From two different angles, by the way. And you notice something, guys? I don't know if you noticed the paperclip. Remember, he said he can kill with a gun, a rifle, a knife, a pen, a paperclip, anything. And there's the paperclip. There's actually two. Look, one of them's all twisted up. Maybe that's how he uses it to kill. Captain Bass taught him all that. Steve Gennaro boots during the Vietnam War when they were given that deal to criminals, army or jail. If they picked the army, they did get full VA benefits. My uncle did that deal during the Vietnam War, and he has full. Yeah, of course. Justin Mason, you two need to meet ASAP. I'm all for it, bro. I'm all for it. K Mac, was there a bridge in that photo? Steve Gennaro, those were fake bullets. Yeah. Um, Gen 301 Stacks is a horror, a lowlife calling me a child molester. Yeah, I don't agree with him doing that. I will say that. It's a stupid accusation to make. John G, LMAO, common sense. James Hawk, if you let this clown tell it, he whacked Joe Masseria too. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, bro, I can't believe it. But since discovering this guy, I haven't even thought about A-Light. A-Light is the godfather compared to this dude, bro. Like, because at least A-Light, okay, he was around the mob. He was friends with John Jr. We know that. We at least have that. And we know he did some shit in the street. He obviously knew some people. We saw his 302, his list of 302s, all that shit. Uh, we also know 90% of what he says is bullshit. But I mean, I'm talking about in comparison to this dude. We got one article with his name in it. And he could have been a fucking errand boy at that time. He's from the neighborhood. I'm sure he knew some guys. You know, they might have fucking got him to, do the dirty work that day. And they just all got caught up in the case. Or for all we fucking know, maybe he was setting them up. I don't know. Maybe he was given information. And that's how they all got caught. I don't know. Who knows? But he wasn't involved in the mafia like that. I'm telling you right now. Danny F. Crazy how he just created himself and is working the mob tube circuit, and some idiot is giving him money to hang around Alleged mafia guy. Yep. Aaron Lewis. Hold on. Aaron Lewis. Stacks is one of the biggest shitbag I ever seen. Brandon Phillips. What was it? What was what? Joshua McNellis. Really like what you're doing with the show, brother. Excellent interviews and still pulling the cards on fake motherfuckers. Haha. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'll never stop doing that, man. Never. I'm gonna do other shit, but I'm always gonna pull. This is like, you know what I mean? This is what I hate: bullshitters, liars, people that fabricate stories and steal. There's really guys that did this shit. There's dudes doing, life sentences, double and triple life sentences and shit because they really lived that life. So this dickhead comes out and it's stolen valor there too. He pretends he lived this life he didn't live, and then the real stolen valor, the military shit, pisses me off for the same reasons it pisses you guys off. There's people that really served and really went through shit. And this guy not only is going to say that he served and went through these things, but also have the balls to say he killed way more than 300 people. Get the fuck out of here. It's me, CG. He knows all the right restaurants on 18th Avenue. Yeah, that's all it takes to be connected, at least back then. Rats get bats. Bro, he was such a mobster. Why does he wear gas station sunglasses? I know, right? Bulldogs and diamonds. My dad was a Marine in Vietnam. I have 2 suitcases full of his memorabilia from Vietnam War, papers, uniforms, pins, etc. from Vietnam. Yeah, man, I know. I know. It's this is shitty what he's doing, claiming to be you know, who knows if he was in Vietnam. Um I don't know if he was in Vietnam. I highly doubt he was even in Vietnam. But special forces, no fucking way. A sniper, he was trained and he became a sniper in one day. We all know that's fucking impossible. He became special forces and a sniper and all this shit in one day. Come on, man. And a guy like him wasn't becoming special forces anyway. We know that too. But the claims he makes are just fucking Raimondi is Amish Mafia, Morgan Peck. That's funny. We saw some Amish people in a restaurant earlier tonight, me and Shanna. And the first thing she said was, we should go have dinner with them and ask them some Amish Mafia stories for a show tonight. Yep. No FBS, no smoke up your beat. You did amazing yesterday. Thank you. I appreciate that. JC West Coast. Based on his phone signal, I'd say Raimondi is one of those T-Mobile gangsters. Oh shit. John G. Oh, that's more like Obama phone shit. I don't know what the fuck kind of service. If that wasn't intentional, I don't know what to say. Because in the beginning of the video, I guess when he thought that I was just gonna go easy on him and just have a talk with him, his phone was fine. Isn't that funny? You noticed that in the beginning? Picture was fine. You could see him basically from the chest up. Picture was nice and clear. Sound was perfect. Soon as shit started getting a little difficult, the phone started fucking up. Uh, oh no, I can't say that because it actually started fucking up when he was talking about the scene from La Bamba, the plane crash. Um, John G. All these liars can't just stop at a reasonable point. 300 kills. Joe Gallo, Nigerian witch doctors. It's sick. Yeah, that's what me and Jeff were saying last night on the show here. Is that like, why don't these guys like? Why don't you just take like a halfway step or something? Like, hey, I knew Greg Scarpa, and I knew, name some other people that are dead or gone. That can't come out and call bullshit on your story. And take that as far as you can. And if you want to do the Vietnam thing, I don't know. Just say you served in Vietnam. Say you had a few kills. You know what I mean? You're a good soldier, which is sick enough. Stolen valor is stolen valor. But yeah, they got to take it so far. And Nigerian drug lords, I mean, oh my God, it's exhausting, man. I'm telling you, it's fucking exhausting. These guys, man. Mind someone else's business. FBS, where did he say he was in Brooklyn? He says Bay Parkway, and I believe that because from information I got yesterday, he still runs a cigar shop on Bay Parkway. So, what's up, Carlos? What's his Matthew? Oh, okay. Matthew Joseph, he would have discharge papers saying what kind of discharge he got. Everyone gets one. My grandpa, older than him, got one, of course. Jeff Mella, he said he was being $2 million for a documentary. I heard that on the new segment from Vlad that went out today with the Lufthansa heist shit. Don't get me started on that. Yeah, I guess it's possible. So I won't say definitely not. But do I believe it that there's a documentary coming out that he got paid $2 million for? No, no. I believe it's just another lie. Um, I don't believe that. And if so, shame on the motherfucker that would pay him $2 million so he could lie on fucking camera. 2 million too. Listen, these guys, no fucking way. I'll tell you that right now. If there is a documentary, he ain't getting no $2 million for it. They don't. $2 million. You're talking about some of the biggest actors in the world get that much for a fucking movie. And I'm not talking about the biggest, the $20 million club and the $30 million club. I'm talking about $2 million is huge money, even for an actor to make, a real celebrity to make in a movie. He ain't getting $2 million for a documentary. That's horse shit. Or anything. He ain't getting $2 million for anything. DJ Tech 12s, did he kill anyone with that paperclip? Oh, look who's here. What do you do? Are you coming on or not? All right. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. To hear him tell it, he probably killed, I don't know, at least 100 people with that paperclip. Uh, but he ain't getting, you got to realize that $2 million, that isn't just handed out like, oh, you got a good story? Here's 2 mil. Come on. Uh, oh, that's funny. Wait a minute. I lost my fucking spot here, guys. Hold on. Damn it. Hold on, guys. I don't want to miss anything. All right, I'm not going to be able to get to all. Apparently, I already fucking missed some. Sorry. Um, Carlos Muniz, the court of the year, FBS. I'm a nobody, just like you. Yeah, exactly. Like, who am I? Nobody. You're same as you. You're nobody too. Trust me. The only difference between us is I'm willing to tell you I'm a nobody. Jesus Christ, Joey D. I think that guy was watching the movie Dirty Dozen. JC West Coast, he said all you got to do is to confirm his services, right to Pentagon and CIA. Duh. Yeah, I know, right? What am I doing? I should get off my lazy ass and get on that if I want to know the truth. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see if I can get back to. I think I was way up there, guys. Kind of looks like Steven Seagal. No bullshit. John G, I'm a nobody like you. Yeah, if only you could hear me through half the fucking thing. I had some pretty good little one-liners and that. Oh man, he had to regret that shit, man. He had to regret coming on for that. If he thinks he looked good at all in that, oh my god. I'm not saying I looked good in it. I don't give myself props for sitting there and yelling at a fucking old man, but I'll tell you what, if he thinks he got any kind of point across or really approved himself in any way, then he's crazier than I fucking thought. Steve Gennaro Boots, he doesn't even know anything about guns. He said he carried a 45 Magnum with a 14 shot clip. There's no such thing as a 45 Magnum. Yeah. Yep. Well, I think. Wait a minute. There's a Winchester 45 Magnum, I believe. He said a Colt 45 Magnum. I actually think Winchester. There's ACP, but not Magnum. Um, let me see. Yeah, the 45 Winchester Magnum is a 45 caliber Reynolds cartridge intended. Oh, that's the cartridge. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, there's no such thing as a 45 Magnum. Jesus Christ, this guy, man, unbelievable. I don't know what to say, man. And the story about how he got was it that gun that he got? No, no, no. I think it was a 380 that he said he got from the Nigerian drug lord. He basically tricked the guy into giving him a gun. Like they're gonna do that. Yeah, let me just arm this guy from New York that I don't know anything about, other than he bought two keys off me once. Yeah, right. And then you tricked him with a joke, and when he was distracted laughing at your hilarious nun and priest joke, you shot him in the back of the head. Oh shit. Go to the streets. FBS hope you and the wife are well. PA bikers and all MC clubs, period. We support the vets heavy. I know vet bikers that hope they run into him. Yeah, yeah. Um, I'm sure, bro. I'm sure after making the claims he fucking made. Army Special Forces required 2 years of college and for you to be at least 21. I don't know about Force Recon. I don't know, man. I don't know, honestly. One thing I don't know shit about is like I never served in the military and I never studied any of that stuff. So that's why I couldn't even really speak on that last night. Or Kunkel, I'm not the type of guy that likes to yell at old men. Well, you listen. It wasn't really my plan, but Nick Pietro, my shrink said either there's something really wrong with me or I really saw what I saw. Really? LOL. Yeah, he said that. Oh yeah, he said that shit about the plane, right? Or I saw what I saw. No, there was really something wrong with you. Mind someone else's business sounded like he was eating cheese doodles. I kept hearing a chips bag with his fat nubby hands going in and out of it. Yeah, man. Retired Navy sale done. Shipley exposes fake stolen valor guys like him. Well, he should expose him. I heard he did something. Oh shit, guys! Did I miss a fucking super chat? I'm sorry, man. If I missed the super chat, just send the message. Oh no, 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 no! I got it. It's just the way up top. All right, Kunkel, $5. Thank you, man. Raimondi smells like funnel cake cologne. Oh, that's great. Shit, Muscles Marinade. Bro, he wasn't in special forces. He couldn't even get into special ed. Hell yeah. Matt Blanc, Anthony Cheddar, Bob Raimondi shot himself in the leg with his own gun. Did get jumped by all six of you punks. He had a 13 shot Derringer. The Grizzly 45 Winchester Magnum is a beast. Uh, so it is a pistol, right? Because now I confused myself. Oh, bro, I don't know, man. I'm no expert in guns. You know what I did my whole life? Uh, Back then, not anytime recently, when I was in the street and I had guns, I bought the guns on the street. I bought whatever the fuck I could get. If it was a 380, if it was a 9mm Beretta, if it was a fucking 38 revolver, whatever. I wasn't picky. You get what you can get. I never went shopping at a store for a gun. I never had that luxury. So, this is back then, long time ago. That's what I did. So I'm no expert in guns. Trust me when I tell you. Um, oh, he says that's a rifle round. Oh, really? There you go. See? I don't know this shit. I need people to correct my ass. He had a 13 shot Derringer. Oh, I saw that one already. My bad. Um, okay, Carlos Mina says yes, FBS. There is a 45 Winchester Magnum. I thought so, but I don't want to fucking make a complete ass out of myself if I'm wrong. So I'd rather just say, oh, Muscles Maranat, 4.99, bro. He wasn't in special. Oh, all right, I read that one too. Sorry, guys. I went back up, so I'm fucking up. Ron Myers says a 45 Winchester mag is a rifle round. Mike Fleming, he claims he got made twice, LOL, in 78 or 78, and again in 2010. I heard him say it. Are you serious? Oh my God. But you know what's funny, right, is he left the life, and I think I said this to him last night. He left the life in 2007 and 2008, but to hear him tell it, he don't know anything about any of these young guys. Everybody he dealt with is in dead or in jail. Is dead or in jail. Really? What are you talking about? Like, how do you, if you were in until 2007, 8, 10, whatever the fuck it was, you'd know some of these guys. Okay. Um, let's see. Colt 1911 45 ACP semi-automatic is what he carried if he served before 1985. There you go. But that wasn't he wasn't talking about that as a service weapon or when he served. That was what he said was given to him. I don't know which was it. Was that the Sally Burns thing or the Nigerian warlord that he got the what he called a Colt 45 Magnum, a Colt 40. Uh, George Gallion, ciao, yes, ciao, George. There's a lot of. If you look on Anthony Raimondi Instagram, he says his father killed Jimmy Hoffa. I'm not joking. Check it. So that's Jimmy Hoffa, Albert Anastasia, and Joe Gallo. Oh my God. Steve Gennaro Boots. It's a pistol that shoots a rifle round. It's very rare you wouldn't want to kill somebody. It only holds like 7 shots. Well, I knew the capacity was fucking wrong right away. I knew there was no 14 round. That's I listen. The guy is every fucking thing he says, and like I said, it's just like a even if he knew better, even if he knew that was the case, when it's lie after lie and you're just rattling them off like that, I would have to assume that you just forget little details or you confuse things, and you know what I mean. Like, yep, says he looked crazy, no joke. She's telling me, fucking sounded even crazier. 38 Rev was always my boy. Yeah, man. 38 Snub Nose. Uh, Justin Mason. Eli probably got this guy to deflect all the attention and focus on this guy. If he did, he's fucking brilliant because we haven't talked about A-Light in days. And we might not for a little while. Let's see what happens. I don't know. But we'll get back to it. Del Strain, he was made in the House of Mirrors, and the Ghost Train, Fat Lady and the Bearded Pygmy did ceremony with clown card. they burned a clown card in his hand. Yeah. Did you know the whole commission attended his birth? According to him, you're fucking right. John G. He left life multiple times. Of course he did. He knows everyone in the mob. They just don't know him. Carlos Mina Muscles Manana. Absolutely. I had a Grizzly 45 Winchester Magnum before. Mickey Griggs, except his cousin's cousin on his father's mother's side. Everything was cousins, too. Everything comes down to cousins. Sally Burns, it was the third cousin, and there was 3 cousins. It was Frankie Burns and blah, blah, blah. And his cousins, everybody's his cousin, or he'll say they're his uncle and then say, no, I just called them my uncle. And listen, I'm going to pull up this audio at some point too, where I said last night that he said he was 28 with the Pope thing. He did say that, not just once either, in a couple of interviews, but on the Vlad TV thing, I think he said 28. It was either that or the Jordan Harbinger one. And then last night, what does he say? 24, just turning 25. Yeah, okay. He fired the magic bullet in the JFK assassination on a single bullet. Hit 3 people 9 ways since he was the most deadly sniper ever. Oh shit! I love you guys. You have no idea. Oh fuck! What was I just thinking about? Something else. I don't know. It'll come back to me. But it was something else he said that I think something I thought about later and realized was bullshit. Muscles Madanad. Anyone carrying a 45 is a goof. Anyways, hiding that big of a pistol without exposing a serious bulge. Yeah, for real. Then again, when you're 1,700 pounds, like he is, probably wouldn't even make a dent. John G, it's so funny how everyone else is trying their hardest to get away with things, but this guy is trying to get known. It doesn't work that way. I know, right? I know. Oh, did you see? Was it on the Vlad interview or the Jordan Harbinger one? I don't know. Where they were like, "Were you ever?" Oh, it was Vlad. Were you ever murdered to kill anyone? And he was like, "Murdered or ordered? I was never ordered to kill anyone." Got to remember, there's a statute of limitations on everything, not murder. So wait a minute, you're telling us about a bunch of murders, including I don't know the fucking Pope, but all of a sudden you're afraid to say if you were ordered to kill anybody because there's no statute of limitations on murder. Listen, and the Sally Burns cousin thing, you realize it's made up, right? I'm telling you right now, I bet my fucking life on it. He probably started when he started telling this bullshit story. He tried to take credit. I know I've said this 50 times before. He tried to take credit for the Sally Burns Granello murder. And when people called him out, or he realized he was going to be called out, he was like, "No, no, no, it wasn't him. It was his third cousin. I'm sorry, third cousin, same name. It was his third cousin, same name, same Salvatore Sally Burns Granello." And they got killed in the same year, by the way. What a coincidence. Except you can only find out about one of them. The other one, the records are sealed. Can't even find out a guy died because the records are sealed. Oh, why? Why is this happening? Edward Everett, late 70s, 80s. You could have got a Desert Eagle 1911. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let me go down here a little bit, guys. Let me get towards the bottom. Guy that shot Johnny Gebert and Georgie Grosso. Great. That is a great one. Nice. Did I tell you I killed Mike Pip in front of John Gotti's house? That's great. Deslato, LOL, I'm new to this channel. Why do you hate A-Light so much? Unlike Raimondi, he was actually in the streets. That's a documented fact. Yeah, it's a documented. I don't even want to get into A-Light tonight. Are you really asking this question on this channel of all channels? Yeah, he was really in the streets. You know who else was really in the streets? Me, most of the commenters. Uh, but he wasn't in the mafia. He was associated. I can't believe I got to go over this tonight. He was associated with John Gotti Jr. He wasn't in the mafia. He was never a mafia hitman. He never killed anybody for the mafia. Okay, so please don't even leave it for another night. Okay, when we do a show on A-Light, because or the commenters can just explain it to you one at a time. Oh my God, why don't you like John A-Light? Jesus Christ. Facts over feelings. He was the boss of the sixth New York family. He was the fifth Beatle. Uh, oh, and I hope everybody knows this because I found out today his full legal. There's a guy that gets a hold of me who's an Intel analyst, and he's been going over this shit like with a fine tooth comb. Luciano appears nowhere in his legal name. Nowhere. That is strictly like a pen name thing, like a nickname. There is no Luciano in his name. Anthony is, I believe, Anthony J. I mean, his name is, I believe, Anthony J. Raimondi Jr. If I have that right, that's his name. There's no Luciano in it at all. Okay, there's no Luciano. So that's bullshit too. Uh, where did I see? Okay. Big man, I'm betting. Jeff, for real. Got message on Twitter from someone. Got message on Twitter from someone on Twitter that Raimondi is paying a visit to me in Sicilian. Real shit. LMAO. He's not happy. Well, fucking do it. All right. Come find me. But whatever happens, all right, maybe not whatever happens. Yeah, probably whatever happens is going on YouTube. Oh, really? Yeah. I saw the. I sorry, I gotta pronounce your name that way. I saw the comments that the prosecutor made about him, saying there's not a shred of evidence to back his claims, only his words. Where was that? What prosecutor, and where'd you find that? How many of the same guys has been killed by five different mobsters? I know, right? Um, Carlos Muniz, FBS. He said, "Get my info from the FBI." Could you imagine, Carlos? I spend my whole life trying desperately to avoid the FBI, and now I'm going to try to communicate with them. I'm going to go out of my way for this dickhead. Get the fuck out of here! I'm staying away from the FBI, and everybody else should too. Oh my god. John G, it's going to be funny when Raimondi and A tell the same lie. How funny would that be? Oh my god. Uh, anyone, Drito 5K, anyone platforming Raimondi at this point after DM, FBS decimated him is just clout chasing. Yeah, there's definitely an argument to be made for that. Jeff, if you want to come on, bro, just let me know. You know you're always welcome. Just say the word, sir. Yep. Yes, sir. Look at that article where the prosecutor chimed in, said there's no evidence to support this sloppy weirdo. Yeah, but what article? That article that had his name in it? Why would it say that in that article? I'm confused. Which article? Send it to me, please. Fatbalditalian at Gmail. Ken C. Raimundo could write movie scripts for Steven Seagal. uh, Yeah, Steve Gennaro Boots. There's an answer for what's his face. A-Light harasses old women, makes a crazy lies about people. Yeah, I'll say. FBS. All you would need is a magnet to defend yourself from his paperclip. Could you imagine if Anthony Raimondo was looking for me of all the people? Oh my god! You know what? Of all the people that could possibly want to find me, I think I would want him to be the one that actually does. uh, Lee showed an article today on his show. Oh yeah, I saw that, but I listened to it. I didn't watch the show, so I don't. That's the article with the four names in it, right? Because that I have now. Somebody sent it to me last night. I didn't actually read it because I don't care, but I just saw that his name was in it. Did Anthony have that porn stash when he was doing gay porn? Oh shit. Mike McDonald, absolutely stay away from the FBI, lol. Unlike me, LMFAO. I could ask the agent that headed my read about him, but I'm not embarrassing myself on that letter. Richie B, be careful, Chris. I heard Anthony's Albanian blood. Vicky Griggs, I want to see A-Light and Raimondi interview each other. Yeah. Could you imagine that shit? They'd be like, no, I killed him. No, I killed him. No, my body count's higher. No, mine is. Prove it. I can't. The records are sealed. You prove it. Oh, I'm not answering this question. I'm out of here. If my phone is Steve Gennaro Boots. What annoys me the most about Raimondi is he says he's related to Frank Costello and his real last name is Costello, not Raimondi. But how is this when Frank's last name is not Costello? Yeah, I know, right? Good fucking points, everybody. Does he claim to know Franzese? Michael? Yeah. Yeah, he said he met him twice. Yeah. John G. Me neither, bro. That's going to be a good one, man. And that's a long time in the making because I've been reading about the Bath Avenue crew and hearing about them for years and years and years. So I'm uh I'm looking forward to it. Jesse Raimondi and A-Light need to sit down together where they can lie battle, value entertainment. Yeah, it'll be like a rap battle. We could host it on. We could have it on King of the Dot or URL. We could do a we could do a live battle, the first ever. Mm, Mr. M. Pistone too. Did I tell you I shot Johnny Gebbit? Costa Carvanis. He should cut down on the black shoe polish he uses on his hair and mustache. That shit is black as fuck. Let me see. I just want to check something real quick. That's so funny, Jeff. Jeff, could you send me like a screenshot of that fucking that message, please? Todd Father, FBS, I'm gonna become a carny. Oh shit! Wait, oh my bad. Wrong one. Hold on 1 second, guys. Uh, so let me get to some more. He said, "Oh shit." He said he knew Shorty Spiro very well, yet he didn't know. Yeah, right. But he didn't know Sammy was with the Columbus. Sammy was under Shorty. I know. Yeah, come on. That's another thing to expose himself. You don't know fucking Sammy was with the Columbus. Are you fucking kidding me? That's like the beginning of his story. I mean, the Rampers, and then, like, how do you not know that he was with the Columbus before he was with the Gambinos? If you know anything about Sammy, you know about that. And the whole thing with Shorty Spiro, why he wound up with the Gambinos. Fucking dumb. Jane Creek, I don't know about Frankie Pasquale, man. I saw part of one of his interviews. He's just somebody I couldn't care less about. Plus, I heard a lot of bad shit about him. Somebody offered to get me an interview with him. I was like, "No, nah, I'm good. Fuck that." You better watch out, Nick Pietro. You better watch out, FBS. He didn't forget what he used to be. Okay. Oh yeah. Those threats last night. How funny was that? Oh my god. Guy that shot Johnny Gebert and Georgie Grasso. I once stuck at 13 and shank. Oh, you meant to say I once stuck a 13-inch shank. See how I translate, guys? You probably did voice to text. I once stuck a 13-inch shank up my ass in a Brazilian prison. That's the reason I sell the butcher knives signed. Deslato, what's Meyer Lansky going to tell Jimmy Burke of all people on how to do a robbery? I know that's got to be one of his most outrageous claims, but they're all outrageous. Um, FBS, watch out for laser lights. Fucking Carney. I I don't know, bro. I don't know, but I don't even think with this guy there's anything to speak out against. I think they're just like we don't know who the fuck he is. Like A-Light, you speak out against because he's out there and he's kind of unfortunately making an impact on social media and shit, and everybody knows who he is. He's in all these documentaries, but nobody takes this guy seriously. I mean, I think that's all that. How can he say he was a CIA agent? I don't know, man. I never heard him say that, but he's got that CIA thing in the picture. I read an article somewhere he shot himself in the leg. He did. And he said it wasn't him last night. It was him. It was absolutely him. There's no doubt about it. It's not even a question. Edward Everett, you do a good job on translate and you do a good job on translate and brother FBS. Sorry, on that one I didn't do a good job. Oh, wait, nope, I got it. You do a good job on translating, brother. FBS. Is that what you meant? Ah, shit. I think I did it again. Yes, I meant that. Oh, the whole thing was a setup. Oh no, yes, I meant that is for something else. Guy that shot Johnny. I already forgot the comment before that, bro. So oh, the one I translated for you. Gotcha. All right. See, now I'm confusing myself. Yeah, that's what you meant with the 13-inch shank. Understood. Nope, he said his seventh cousin shot himself. Anthony Raimondi, same age, Brooklyn. I mean, it didn't happen in Brooklyn, but from Brooklyn. Come on. South Philly FBS, yo, what up, cuz? Tell him to come to Philly to meet you. You will give him this. Like Nicky Scarfo, it's this. Listen, that's the fuck. I'm putting it out there right now, and I have a feeling he might be watching. Um, Philly, let's do it. I'll meet you in Philly. Um, I think his greatest achievement was finally passing his apprenticeship under the Ferris wheel at Coney Island. Uh, did I tell you that? Did I tell you I played T-ball baseball? I was gonna go pro. I think the T-ball thing it doesn't belong in there. Yeah, I heard that. Eli, I heard. Nick Pietro because absolutely none of it was true. He was never ever in the streets. Everything he says is made up. He just figured all the guys he speaks about it. Yeah, I mean, for anybody, because believe it or not, I was fucking shocked. I'm not gonna lie. After seeing all the people that have defended A-Light, I thought nothing could shock me as far as what people are willing to believe. But sure enough, just when you think there can't be people that stupid out there, they pop out of the woodwork. Just today alone, I saw two comments from people who honestly believe this dude. And actually, one of them, this fucking idiot, cool out dickhead on Lee's thing. He's like a Lee dick rider. I don't even pay attention to him because he's so unimportant to me. But I'll mention him now because I did see him. I'll never reply to him. It'll never happen. I won't even give him the satisfaction of getting a reply from me. But he says everything I said in the video was wrong. Everything. Which what? No, it wasn't. One thing I said was wrong. One thing. Everything else, trust me. I wasn't the one saying shit that was wrong. But he's a dickhead who hates me, and he's always got something negative to fucking say. Um, but there was a couple of guys that said basically that you know he explained himself well and he answered all of my questions and basically that he's telling the truth. And I'm like, are you fucking for real? You believe a guy just killed 300 people in Vietnam? And I believe the story goes that he was in there for 2 years. You believe that he became a sharpshooter and special forces and all that in one day. You believe that he killed a guy that, from everything we can tell and see with research, never existed. And then you believe that after he shot him 13 times in the head, till his head was no longer there was no head left, that he wound up only getting 2 years in Vietnam. That's all he had to do. Then you believe he helped kill the Pope. And then even though we have proof that I'd say I'm trying to look how long he was a carny, but if he had those concession booths on Coney Island and shit, they're not easy to get. I wouldn't doubt if he was there 20, 30 years or longer. Uh, Even though he worked, he didn't. Well, he says a lot of wise guys own concessions, bro. Yeah, they don't work at them. Okay, you were working there. We saw you in the documentary, and you even admitted it last night. You worked as a fucking cigar salesman and a scam artist who ripped people off with rigged games. But yet you believe that too. You believe that while he did that, he was a Colombo guy. He's a made guy in the Colombo family. Holy fuck. Uh, Nick Pietro. No, I didn't shoot myself. That was my cousin. I was in Florida for 5 days while it happened to him. Yeah, and that's another thing. Okay, let's see proof that you were in Florida. Oh well, it's been how many years? I don't have that anymore. Well, of course not. Now come to Bay Parkway. I'll show it to you. I'll show you. Come on, pussy. Half a fag. Come to Bay Parkway. Shut up, bitch. Uberfly, yo, to be fair, I found out he does have at least one, possibly two cousins named Anthony, but they also say he's full of shit. And they're his exact same age, because that's what he claims. Uh, it wasn't him, what, Art Kunkel? Oh, you're laughing probably about the shooting thing? FPS, watch out for paper clips. Hey, let me show you guys something else real quick before I forget. This is the listing on when you Google it. Uh, and I didn't even click on the thing. The point is though that it doesn't matter. This isn't from this isn't something Amazon said. This is apparently a subtitle of his book. This is the subtitle of his book. You ready? Ta-da! When the Bullet Hits the Bone paperback, Amazon.com. Brooklyn born mobster Anthony S. Luciano Raimondi. The subtitle reads The Incredible and Possibly True Stories of the Last Mafia Enforcer. Possibly true story. So even he's saying, even he's in on the joke to some extent. Like he knows that we're going to know it's bullshit. I would think, because why would he say, unless that was the author, that was like a disclaimer, possibly true stories. If there was a co-author or whatever the fuck, a ghostwriter, whatever it might have been, somebody wanted that on there. It didn't say true stories. It said possibly true stories. And the last true mafia enforcer? Are you fucking kidding me? And then again, where's proof of that? What you were an enforcer? How? Who did you kill for the mafia? Oh, I know you can't talk about it because of statute of limitations, right? Isn't that fucking convenient? You can't show proof of anything because either the people are dead, the records are sealed, you don't talk to the younger guys. There's something for every fucking thing. Or the statute of limitations, it's always something with this dude. Just like, that's how liars got to do it. They pick their stories based on, how can I say this is true without anybody really coming out to dispute me? He said that he couldn't be charged with any crime. He did that so he couldn't be. He did that so he couldn't be charged with any crimes. Yeah, yeah, for real. No, he did that because it's horse shit. Grim fairy tales from the fairy godmother. Yeah, yeah, I agree, Edward. When the bullshit hits the book, Nick, that's perfect. Somebody said earlier when the bullshit hits the bone, they said something to me in a comment or something. That was so funny. He could have said based on a true story. I guess it's that bad. Yeah, it's that bad. Bobby, this guy's fucking with me, man. I still hope he's real. Somebody said in the comment earlier that I missed. I still hope his stories are true. It might have been this guy. I don't know. FBS, Jeff Swig, FBS, you only need to worry when you see that he's got an elasticated band for that paperclip. I've seen the damage they can do when I was in school. Callie G's do not rat. What's up, FBS? What's up, buddy? Frankie Loke, Bobby Luisi is interviewing Joe D'Onofrio. He couldn't even pronounce his name right and was acting like he is his favorite actor. This shit is getting out of hand, FBS. Is he really? Oh, shit. For real? Oh, well, whatever. Um, I'll tell you what, there's actually a reason that I'm surprised Joseph's doing that, but all right. Um, Brian Scarbati, I don't find his shtick funny at all. No, not when he starts talking about Vietnam and shit like that. It would be all comical. That shit pisses me off in a real way, for real, man. Nicosia Connection. Fatball Sicilian. I spun by his building today. I made a video on it. Oh, really? I'd like to see that. I'm assuming you have a channel you'd be putting it on. Kelly G's doing it right. I wish Sammy the Bull Gravano would step up and say this guy doesn't exist. When you do the interview with Jimmy Klanger, ask him to ask Sammy if he knows him. Yeah, all I could tell you for sure is that Jimmy doesn't at all. But Sammy, yeah, Sammy doesn't. I don't know about the age of his cousins. I saw they left reviews for his book, basically called him a fantasist. Oh, really? How do you kill someone with a paperclip? You got me. Only Captain Bass can teach you that. That's classified information, Steve. DJ Tech 12's the only person he killed was the person who cut in front of him at White Castle. Oh, that's good. Oh, now I want White Castle. Motherfucker. Father, FBS, did the bullet bounce off my leg? Yes, it did. Oh, that's great. Oh, man. Did he actually write a book or did he use a ghostwriter? I don't know. Let me see. Let me see again. Let's pull it up. Um, it says Anthony S. Luciano Raimondi. Now, that's probably not the whole cover. It might be. I mean, I'm sure he didn't write it himself. We see how he handles a phone and shit. So I don't know how writing would work for him, but that's fucking priceless. The subtitle reads "The Incredible and Possibly True Stories of the Last Mafia." For they should have put "possibly" in bold red letters that were like 3 times the size, all capitals of every other fucking word in that sentence. For real. Um, they should have said "impossibly fucking true stories." He looks like Mario from Super Mario Brothers meets the Iceman. Such a fake character. Yeah, he's what that look. That's what they called a Guido back in. You know what I mean? And I personally hate that word. Those Jersey Shore idiots for using it. But that's like what they would call a Guido back in the day. That's where that shit came from. But you'd have the broken English and stuff like that. Let's see. When parody becomes reality and reality becomes parody, fake gun, fake Fowler, Dell Stream. Uh, John G, if you see him on the Office Max, somebody's got to die. And you know what? I just want to put this out there. In case Anthony's listening. Um, if I might not have gone so hard or even be doing this video now if it wasn't for your stupid fucking threats. Now, once you threaten me like that, now you just unleashed me as far as I'm concerned. Now I'm going to go at you hard. Um, So I don't know what to tell you. If you think, why is this guy doing this, or why does he keep going? Why won't he shut up about me? Thank yourself for that. You have yourself to blame. Because once you threaten me or do some dumb shit like that, now you actually pissed me off. So now I actually have a reason to make you look stupid. It's a little more personal now. It wasn't really personal yesterday. Now it's personal. So yeah, this is what I might have to do for a while. What can I say? It's a big mistake. And you know what? That's the funny thing about any real street guy would know before he makes a threat how seriously threats are taken from or by other street guys. That's why real guys in the street don't make threats; they just act. Um, it's stupid to threaten somebody because that person's going to want to act first. But that's what this guy. It goes to show what he's really all about. He threatened me like 6 different ways yesterday, over and over and over and over again. So I have no sympathy now. I don't feel bad at all. He's got a Facebook Live bashing Michael Franzese, but he just repeats what Jack Garcia said. He's like Mike TV from Willy Wonka. For real? Does he have a Facebook Live? I don't even know. I don't know, bro. I'm not even on Facebook. Bird Bear, A-Light has the night off. Beautiful. Yes. Yes. A-Light is getting a break right now. Absolutely. Joey D, his nickname in the street must have been Anthony Pinocchio Raimondi. Yeah, I don't know, man, but dude is he's out of his mind. Kelly G's do not rat. Exactly. I've been in a bunch of fights. I never let guys know that I'm coming after them, especially in the street. Never threaten anybody. It just lets them prepare. You know I'm strapped. Yeah, and that's another thing. That's another thing my dad always raised me on. Never show people that you have guns and weapons and shit like that. Never. These are things that you just keep to yourself because um And it just, I'm only saying this because we're talking about the threats thing and what to do and what not to do if you're actually a street guy. Um, just like you let people know you have guns or you're gonna be strapped, you're gonna have something on you, then they're prepared with the same thing or worse. You know what I mean? So you just keep this shit to yourself. If you got beef with somebody, you do what you got to do. You don't make threats. You don't tell people, oh, I always got my burner on me. I always got my heat, whatever. No, don't, just shut up. Don't say anything. Don't say anything about a gun. These guys that do that shit most likely aren't going to do anything, and except possibly get themselves hurt. Mark Chopper Reed, $10. Thank you, my friend. Your Uncle Chop Chop has got you back. That's good to know. Good to know. Yeah, so when guys make threats like that and shit, listen, the guys that make threats are the last ones you have to worry about. James Groves, threatened by him, I would be nothing but laughing. And imagine threatening you in the street, you tell them nothing, just do it. Yeah, absolutely. Frankie Logue, Lee and Stacks threw down on the live earlier. Yeah, I know. I know. I saw that shit. I don't know what to say about that show. Jamie P, real G's just make threats. They don't do it. Yeah, for real. Bottom line. Carlos Munoz, Anthony Raimondi gets his mafia knowledge from Gianni Russo's Mafia Fact Check website. Oh, shit. Does he really have cancer? I don't know. Did he say he has can? Did he say he has cancer? Anthony Raimondi, did he say that? Gunner did the reviews for Raimondi's book. Oh, that's great. Holy shit. Uh, yeah, man. Costa Carvanis, absolutely, bro. That's real shit, man. It really is. It's the guys that downplay themselves, don't even want you to know they're dangerous. These are the guys that get away with shit. Nobody ever suspects them of anything. They do shit on the low. They don't talk. They do it alone. They never tell a fucking soul. Yeah. the dad, that food did an interview on a burner. Yeah, for real. That's what it seemed like. Jesus, with that sound. Sounded like I told you, it sounded like the phone was smoking crack. All the crackling and shit. DJ Tech 12's A Light was responsible for the Titanic disaster because they refused his parking lots in the UK. uh, nice paint job he's sporting on his goat. Nowadays, these fools on social media, Brian Scarbati, are dry doxing themselves and only care about the clout. So I take those threats more seriously. Um, I'm not taking it seriously. John G, I have that Lee and Stack show queued up next. Was about to watch it and saw FPS went live. Well, thanks for watching me first. I appreciate that. And everybody hit like, please. Hit like. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. But hit the like button. Just takes a second. Uh, yeah, man, South Philly, I agree. And you never know, bro. A light, who knows? Um, yeah, I don't know, man. Guys like him, there's a certain type of dude out there, right, that thinks, and I've gone over this before, that they can read you. I never think you can read anybody, first of all, because you never know. Listen, I don't care if it's a dude who lived, in a house in the suburbs with a white picket fence and two kids and a wife and never committed a crime in his life. If you catch that man on the wrong day, you never know what he's capable of. Never underestimate. And people think that because you don't look, see, like he thinks he comes off as a tough guy because he dresses in the tracksuit and he has the look and he has the thick Brooklyn accent that he automatically sounds and looks tough. So you should take him as a tough guy. I don't do that. I don't give a fuck where you're from, what you sound like, what you look like. Until I have reason to believe you are a tough guy, I don't see you as a tough guy. But these guys will also look at someone like me and assume that they can tell you shit about me. that they could tell themselves, that they know things about me, what I'm capable of, or what I've done in my life. And I'm telling you, I'm not one of these people that's going to sit here and tell you about all kinds of crimes I committed and the stuff I did. I would never do that shit, um, because it sounds stupid. And honestly, you know, you guys could not believe me the same way I don't believe him. I mean, that would be your choice. So um, that's why the crime stories I did tell and shit, they're real, honest to God, true stories. And they're nothing outrageous. I'll be the first to tell you, I never robbed no bank, I never killed nobody, never even shot somebody. I won't come out here with lies like that and tell you that. The few stories that I've told about my crime, it was mostly drug dealing. I told a story about an arson I committed. There was one other arson. There was one home invasion, an armed robbery, stuff like that. But, you know, a guy like that would look at me and say, even that, no way he did that. No way he's done anything like that. No way he's dangerous at all. And of course, I've done violent shit. If you've been on the street and you've been involved in the drug business and stuff, you've done violent shit. There's no way around it. But a guy like him will look at a guy like me because I don't remind him of the people he grew up in his neighborhood and think that I'm nothing to fucking worry about. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to sit here and make threats and act like a tough guy just so I can convince you that I'm a serious dude. You don't have to think so. You know what? I'd rather you think I'm some punk. Honestly, I've always wanted it to be like that. Always. Well, especially, I'm going to tell you the truth, especially when everybody I was around was in the hood. It was all black guys and shit. I was the only white dude. I never put on a front, no fake accent, tried to, super hard to fit in, none of that shit. I was just me. I was always just me. Whether I was accepted or not accepted, I didn't give a fuck. I was who I was, and I didn't front for nobody. But I definitely earned the respect of every fucking buddy around me. But in that circle, just the fact that I was white was going to make me underestimated, of course. You know what I mean? These were, some serious guys, dangerous guys, whatever. But I didn't give a fuck. I like that. I'd rather be underestimated. Honestly, that's just the way I am. And South Philly says, FBS, I wear a tracksuit and all T. I don't know. Yeah, it does a lot of LLFBS. There's a 70-year-old man at the end of the day. Of course, we realize that he just doesn't. We realize he's a 70-year-old guy, but in his mind, man, he's as bad as could be. Let's see, James Grove. That's always the case. Almost always. Yeah, for real. Nick Pietro, the black dudes always seem to respect Italians as long as they're real. Yeah, yeah, that was mostly always the case with me. But sometimes you got to earn a little respect, or they see you do certain shit. You know what I mean, and they take you more seriously. But I never cared. You know what I mean? I didn't care. I always took myself seriously, so I didn't give a fuck who else did. You know what I mean? Like, Cali G's do not rat. In all reality, he's 67. If you showed up to his shop and slapped him in the face, he'd probably fall over and break his hip. Of course, man. And that's why, you know how fucking stupid I would have sounded and looked if I was going to sit here and be like, no, old man, I'll fuck you up. Like, no way was I going to get him to make me do that. No fucking way. I'm not stupid, bro. I'd rather just sit here and laugh at you and make fun of you and roast you a little bit. You're never going to get that out of me. I won't give it to you. Do you really think he put Raimondi up to writing a book? No, no, of course not. But no, I think people are saying maybe put or put Raimondi up to some of these interviews and shit just to get the heat off him. But no, even that, no, we're just joking. I mean, he's doing this on his own. Roberto Wilco, FBS. Have you seen The Godfather of Harlem? Really enjoyed that show. Nah, nah, I haven't, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna. Even, you know what? The funny part is, even Gravesend the other night, I was about to watch that, and I was like, yeah, I don't watch anything unless it's something I think is going to be really really good and I really want to get into. But the thing about series like Gravesend and stuff is I don't like I said, man, I got the fucking attention span of a fucking goldfish. Like I can't I'll start watching something and then think about something else, start doing that, and totally forget to ever go back to what I was watching. So there's no point. Um Podfather, FPS, when are you gonna spin for us? I've been thinking about that. You know what I might do too? I might just throw up, and I know a lot of people won't like it. I'm quite sure a lot of my subscribers hate hip hop and stuff like that. But I was thinking about throwing up just a couple of the videos I already got done. You know what I mean? But I'll definitely do some live shit at some point. But I have a bunch done. I have a DJ channel on here, guys, that has like, I'm decent. Okay, I'm not saying I'm the fucking I'm the man, but I'm pretty fucking good. I mean, what I do takes talent and skill, and I think I got. It's been on for like 3 years. I might have like 10 subscribers. um, Todd Father. You never know. You never know. Captain Badass. No, it's Captain Bass. Captain Badass. That's what we should call him from now. But there might be a real Captain Bass. Who knows? I'm not going to diss him just in case there is, because if he's really a service member and stuff, then you know. Carlos Munoz, FBS, do it, bro. Yeah, I'll do some shit for you guys, man. I love it, man. I love the art form of turntablism in general. Like I said, I'm using a controller right now, but same shit, honestly. Just a little more difficult on a controller than it is on turntables. Nothing compares to some 1200s. Um, okay, I will, Todd Father. I'll do that. I'll do that tonight, actually. I'll send you the link to the channel. A lot of it is just shit I did like a year or so ago, so it's just me fucking around with a little controller to some instrumentals and stuff. It's nothing, no beat juggling or back to back. I didn't make anything like that lately. It's just scratching and shit, but I'll send it to you. Uh, Shut up. Uberfly, are you serious? My DJ channel, I'll put up here someday. Let me make sure. I want to make sure there's not like personal information and stuff. And I'll put it up here. But I'll send it to Todd Father tonight. Um, you have a half a dozen techniques, 1200s and 1210s. Well, give me a price on a pair for real. If you're willing to sell a pair, let me know. Because I'd kill to have a set of 1200s back. But I'm sorry, I'm not paying a fucking $1,000 each. There's no way. I'm not doing it. Pig carb, half a dozen. Probably just means six total. I'm assuming 3 sets. DJ Premier. Oh, bro. Yeah, man. I always said, man, my like inspirations were, you know, who I loved, who I used to watch. I'd sit at the TV and just be like in awe of. But now I look at him and I'm like, you know, he's not that great. I hate to say it. I hate to say that shit, but in all reality, just because he never really stepped his game up a lot and always kind of stayed doing the same thing, looking back at him now, I don't see him as good as I did then. But Kid Capri, I would watch Kid Capri at the end of Def Comedy Jam. Even as a little kid, when I wasn't allowed to watch Def Comedy Jam, they let me watch the end of that shit just so I could see him cutting it up and shit. And he always did the hit a drum and get wicked. Like I would fucking Kid Capri, DJ Premier, like these are guys that man, Mixmaster Mike. As far as like the crazy scratching and turntablism and like the DMC competitions and shit, Hubert, um, shit, even I think it was the 1994 East Coast Finals, DJ Ghetto. Um, I met Raleigh Rowe once. He's a beast. Um, Rob Swift. A lot of DJs, but Premier, man, as far as the samples and the scratching and the songs, Yeah, man, he's the best. Yeah, yeah. I was gonna go see him at a club in my area a while ago, but I decided not to. But Kid Capri back then, man, was fucking unbelievable on Def Comedy Jam and shit, like doing the back to back and all that shit. Yeah. DJ Tech 12s. I have three pairs of 12s myself. You need three sets, one head lock, one for house, one the quartz lock wire cut, and one pair for everything else. See, I had two sets, man, but it wasn't even for different stuff. Like I always did hip hop DJing and shit. But I had two sets just basically because there was one set I took to the clubs, and there was one set that I kept like on my. I had a finished attic, and I had like a little studio in there. DJ Premier kept evolving. Yeah, you fucking right, man. DJ Premier, like I did some scratching on a friend of mine who raps. He was doing an album at a real studio in Philly. He was getting paid a lot of money, and I went there. And the producer I worked with had produced a State Property album and stuff. And he was like, I was doing the scratching the way I was doing it, and he gave me a little tip because he had worked with DJ Premier, and he had me do it a little differently. And the way it came out was sick. I loved it. Capri was on Vlad 8 years ago. Yep. Yeah, Capri was the man back then. I just look at him now, and I don't know, man. Like I was seeing him during COVID. He was doing like his little sets on Facebook Live and shit, and I was like, I don't know. Uh, let me see. Yeah, if anybody wants to sell a set of Techniques 1200s, please let me know. Wait, where do Uberfly go? Fuck, I keep losing you. Yeah, Uberfly, let me know for real, man. No joke, because I'll tell you the story, and I know I've said it on here before, but I had the same. I had two sets of Techniques 1200s for a period of time. The second set that I had, I only had for about 4 years, and then I wound up selling them when I was in real big trouble at one point. But the other set, the main set, I had from about 96, 95, 96 till like 2013, 2014. 2013, 2014. When I don't remember exactly when it was. I was gonna do an event, and a friend of mine had owned like a graphic shop where he did like wraps for cars and all kinds of shit. So I was bringing some of my equipment over, and I brought my 1200s over, which I usually would never do, but I knew he locked up the store well and stuff, and I thought I'm cool. You know what I mean? It's only gonna be a couple days. Well, sure enough, about 2 days later, he gets raided. He was involved in this major gift card scheme. He wound up getting like an organized crime charge. Basically, he had like 129 junkies out working for him. You know what I mean? They would go to like Home Depot, places like that. They would take something right off the shelf, bring it right up to the customer service and say, I'm returning this. And because there was no receipt, they would get a gift card. So say they got $100 gift card, they would bring it to my man, they would give it to him for 50, and then he would put it on eBay for 75 or 80. And he was doing this for about a year. When they finally got him, it was because they started catching the drug addicts and shit, I'll say, that were working for him, doing this for him. They started catching him, and then they started ratting him out and stuff. And he made a big mistake. And in the store, when they raided him, which is, by the way, before I get off track, they took everything in the store, including my turntables. And one of the reasons is they found he basically kept like a logbook of all his, the gift cards he received, what he paid, the profit he made, what he put them on eBay for, everything. And they found out that in a year he made about $780,000, and he went away for a real long time for that, for something like that. Matter of fact, he just got out, as far as I know. And like I said, this was 2013, 2014. So for something like that, and that was his first state prison bid. That's a pretty long time. Um, but that's where my turntables went. I was fucking brokenhearted. I couldn't believe it. I was sending messages to jail, like, can I get, when he was in jail, I was sending messages to him. I'm sorry. saying, is there any way? Did you get your evidence list? What are they keeping? What are you getting back? Blah blah blah. For all I know, he might have got them back and did something with them. Maybe he was hurting and had a family member sell them. I don't know, but that's where they went. Breaks my heart, man. But that's how I lost my 1200s. So anyway, let's see. Oh, MF Doom. Yeah, but I could name the list of DJs I was inspired by for hours. I mean, the first one would probably be Jam Master Jay, of course. Uh, but there's so many, man. That was always a passion of mine. Yeah, I know Nick Pietro. I know, bro. And I try to tell my wife too, because she was into that show. Like, you guys don't know because if you're not a DJ, you wouldn't. This guy is not a DJ. Paulie D is a fucking clown. Like, he gets these gigs now and shit. And if you watch, I've seen some of his gigs. He'll put like super mixes on and shit. Like, or what do you call them? Like, oh fuck, I don't even remember now. Like these ult mega mixes, ultra mixes, whatever the fuck you call them. The music's already mixed. 20-minute, long mixes and shit where this, it might go through 6 songs, whatever. I forget what the fuck they call them now. I know they used to sell them back in the day. There was Funky Mix, Mega Mix, Ultra Mix, Urban Hits, Street Hits, X Mix Urban, all that shit. And that's what he'll use, but he'll use these mega mixes where it's like 20 minutes. And he's not doing anything. He'll stand there and he'll do the knob thing, which I fucking hate. You're not doing anything with those knobs. He'll just do, listen, in the 90s and shit, when I came up, you didn't have to touch any knobs. Okay. You just fucking the fader, maybe the volume faders. Um, that's it. You didn't have to fuck with any of that other shit. Now it's all knob, 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 knob. They're constantly turning knobs. And if you watch them a lot of the time, they're not even turning the knob. They're just trying to make it look like they are. But that's all it was back in the day was the faders and the records. I mean, that's all you had to do. And if you had a transformer switch, you could use that, which I love to use for scratching and stuff. But these guys today, man, with the fucking knobs, and Paulie D will do that. You'll see him holding the knobs, and he'll look like he's like he's turning them. But if you know it's a mega mix, which I'll know, like it'll be something I heard already. I'll know that he's just trying to make it look like he's about to blend the 2 songs together, and he's not. They're already blended together. It's a mega mix. I'm like, this dude is not a DJ. I saw him try to scratch. Oh my fucking god, disgraceful. Dude is terrible, terrible. Yeah, Nick Pietro, fuck with his knob and let the crowd sing the lyrics. Guys, that knob shit drives me fucking crazy. And I know some guys, they do the house stuff and shit like that, techno, whatever. They fuck with the treble and the bass and blah, 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 and the filters. I know. But first of all, I don't think any of that shit's necessary anyway. It never was the way I did it. And I'm nice with blending and all that, mixing of all kinds. But a lot of these guys ain't doing shit with those knobs. They just don't want to look like they're not doing anything when a song is playing. So they're like, fucking with the knobs. Like, bro, you ain't doing anything. This shit is corny as fuck. Oh, bro. Where did that go? Yeah, I do too, man. Serato is cool, but if you never carried crates, you're not a DJ. Agreed. Agreed, bro. For real. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you the truth. I never DJ'd a live event with Serato, only because I stopped DJing around 2007 and I wasn't even fucking with Serato yet. Every gig I ever did live over a period of 7 years, I had mad crates with me. Every gig. I never did. I do Serato now, but even that, I didn't even start fucking with Serato because once I lost my 1200s and stuff, I just I said fuck it. I didn't have any equipment at all up until I don't know 2 years ago. So Serato's new to me now. That's how old school I was. Talk about a purist. Yeah, I might get around to him, Emmanuel Spatero, John Panisi. I don't know, man. Um, let's see. Oh, for real? Yeah, I bet in '99. Hell yeah. Daniel Domino. Yes, he is. DJ Ron G. Yeah, fucking right. Yeah, I saw Ron G live. I met him actually. I'll tell you who I never gave any respect to, and I don't think any real DJ did. Clue. Clue would just make the Clue, Clue, Clue. That's all his mixtapes were. Um, Mic check. The only industry like legit mixtape that I'll tell you the truth I can listen to till this day was Funkmaster Flex 60 Minutes of Funk. That was off the fucking hook. That was a banger. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, DJ Clue sucked. Yeah, absolutely. Godfather, I'll do it, bro. Give me a date and an event. Let me know. I'll do it for real. LMAO DJ Clue was infuriating. Yeah, he was, man. He fucking sucks. Um, who was bigger on the streets, A Light or Raimondi? Um, I don't know. Everyone else who was in the streets besides them too. A Light of the DJ world. Oh my god. Uh, what about Fat Man Scoot? I don't. Listen. Be faithful. I'll tell you right now. That shit. You can't go wrong. I don't know now. I haven't DJed in a lot of years, but I don't see how you could go wrong with that track at a party, at a club, or anything. Be faithful is a fucking banger. Yeah, Todd Father, let me know for real, man. I'll gladly do that shit. What's your thought on Sammy's new video? Which one? What is it about? I don't know if I saw it or not. Fuck Raimondi. He makes A-Light look like John fucking Gotti. For real. Hey, I'll give A-Light that. You know what? Hey, you're finally bigger than somebody who claims to have been in the mob. At this point, A-Light is Carlo Gambino compared to this new weirdo. Agreed. Oh, sorry, South Philly. My bad. I'm actually going to go in a few minutes. I've been on here forever. I've been on here for like almost 2 hours. Mm, yeah, this is very true. Mm, yeah, definitely, man. That's what I want to do someday, and I'm not bullshitting you guys. The next time we take a trip to Brooklyn or something, I'd love to meet up with some of you guys. You know what I mean? And just talk. Go get some fucking pizza or something and all meet up. We got to do that at some point, man. We're going to have, listen, we're going to fuck around and have a mob tube conference. I'm telling you, we're going to set this shit up. It's gonna be MobTube Con. We're gonna do something. We're gonna rent a fucking fire hall or some shit, and the commenters, the creators, everybody has to show up to that shit. Get to know each other. That would be dope. Does a lot of what's your thought on mobsters who willingly bring their sons into the life? I can never understand that. Carmine Persico's sons and nephews all did serious sentences. Yeah, man. I listen. How could you agree with something like that? I can't. I know in their minds that's the only way to live life because that's the only way they lived it. So bringing their sons into it is like bringing your son into any family business. But it's crazy. I mean, if you really love your son and you know this life only ends a couple of ways, how could you do that? I don't know, man. Uh, let me see. Let me see. Oh yeah, man. I'll always stand my ground. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be a dick to somebody for no reason. That's one thing. Some people just want me to just tear people up or just fucking just roast people for no fucking reason. I'm not a dick like that. But when it comes to if somebody's fucking with me like that and the threats are coming and shit, yeah, there's no. Plus, if I just know you're full of shit and you're gonna sit there and lie to me to my fucking face, I'm gonna call you out no matter what. Oh, what do you think about DJ AM, bro? AM was the fucking man. Period. What a fucking loss the DJ world and just the world as a whole took when that man died. Holy shit, bro. The Wonderwall mix, which is a fucking, legendary classic mix. If you watch some of his Vegas sets this dude did, The mashups and the blends. That dude was a fucking beast, man. Philly dude too. It's so sad what happened to him, man. It really is. AM was the man, and he wasn't overrated by any stretch of the imagination. Like he deserved all the credit he got for his work. FPS was Raimondi with the Vipers. Sopranos, fucking Vipers. With the Vipers. Once I brass knuckled John Gotti and piped Osama bin Laden. Damn, A-Light. R.I.P. Adam, aka AM. Yeah, man. Sad. What do you think about Trap? I don't. I don't. Um, yeah. But you did it with class, no no yelling or acting tough. It was beautiful. Thank you. I tried to. I always try to do everything with class. Sometimes I'm not good at that, but John G going, yeah, man. There's one particular Vegas set. Let me look it up real quick, and then I'm probably gonna roll, guys. But I'll leave you with this shit. Um, he does a sick Journey, um, Journey mix. Let me see. Is that it? Hold on. Yeah, DJ AM. Can you see that? Debut performance at Palms, Las Vegas. Check that out. That tells you all you need to know about DJ AM's skills right there. Carlos Munoz, FBS, it's one of the best interviews. I'm still laughing. I'm glad, man. I'm glad, bro. But you know, it's funny, man, because don't get me wrong. Listen, when it comes down to it, I know there's going to be dickheads, and I love to say I don't care what they think. But you know how stressful it fucking gets to do your best at anything and still have all these motherfuckers just trash you, and nothing's ever good enough. Like I was reading the comments while that thing was happening yesterday, and while most people were saying like, you know, giving me credit for what I was doing, you know, there's people saying you're not going on hard, you're not going hard, you're not being hard enough on them, or you're going too hard on them. Don't be weak. Don't be a pussy. Oh, you're being vicious. Like, what the fuck? I can't satisfy, you can't satisfy everybody. I'm starting to learn the only way to do this, and this is one thing I can't do. I always want to pay attention to the comments because I always want to talk to you guys. But there's some days where I don't even want to look at the comments on my videos just because I'd be lying. If anybody tells you that some of that shit don't bother them, they're full of shit. Like some of it does. People say some vicious fucking shit. You know what I mean? People bring my wife into it, and that it's not even about bothering me. That just makes my fucking blood boil. But you know, people always got something to fucking say. No matter how good you do at anything, it wasn't good enough. I could do my best interview, and people tell me it wasn't good enough. I could do, you know, what I did yesterday, and either I was too hard on them or I wasn't hard enough on them. So it does get frustrating, man. Like sometimes I feel like I'm gonna have a fucking stroke just because I'm so self conscious about what I'm doing, and I'm so determined to do a good job. You know what I mean? But this shit gets crazy, man. Like you just can't satisfy people. It's never good enough. Uh, you're entering a world of pain. Oh, Walter Showback. Why? What's he saying? There's a fucking cricket in here, and if I find him, it's fucking on. I stand in the paint over FBS to the point of being a nut hugger. Jesus. Uh, Nick Pietro, nobody ever could please anybody. No, absolutely not, man. But it's like, like I could do that whole thing yesterday and people point out one little fucking thing and it's like, oh my God, these fucking people. Meanwhile, they're not doing it. They're not in the situation. You know what I mean? But everybody knows better than the person who's actually there doing it. It's crazy. Um, yeah, Nick Pietro. My mom used to say, "You're damned if you do and damned if you don't." Just the way it is, man. And she is correct. That's a fact. Oh, I don't sweat them, man. Like most of them make me laugh because they're just dick riders and they're so fucking. I don't know if it's jealous or just so obsessed with me that I'm on their mind 24 hours a day. I got some news for you guys. I want to let you know this because you will see him. Well, after this, and after the fact that I called him out in the comments earlier, um, he probably is going to change his name or just disappear. But this Joey Electric dude, I know you've seen him. I know Carlos has seen him and stuff. Joey Electric. I know for a fact. I'm not, making assumptions or falsely accusing anybody. He's the dude behind the Instagram page. Now, I'm not saying he's not working. Chances are he's got something to do. I'm sure Gene Barello was behind that shit and the A lights, guarantee it. But the page that Lee was talking about and that I briefly talked about, where they were making pictures of my wife and all kinds of horrible shit about me, Joey Electric is behind that. I know it for a fact. I'm just letting you know when you guys see him in the chat and shit. He's the one that was making all those fucking memes of everybody dissing the Gottis, Angel Gotti, Victoria Gotti, John Gotti Jr., me, Lee, Mob Rats Exposed. That's Joey Electric. I know he is. I know he is, but I'm just letting you know what he's really all about. That he'll bring his wife into it and everything. That's him. So just so you guys know. And he was talking all kinds of shit to me earlier uh, in the comments until I said that. Until I said, yeah, and your job is to sit around and make fucking Instagram pages about us. Then he didn't have a word to say anymore. That's him. Fuck that guy. Absolutely. It's Joey A. Like the third brother. Yeah, I don't know why people don't block this dude, man. Like, but they'll just change his fucking name anyway. What does this mean, Bobby? I don't know what that means. Yeah, so just when you see Joey Electric, feel free to let him fucking have it because that's the dude. And I know a lot of you guys didn't see that page, but if you saw it, you would understand why so many people were talking about it. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna go. I appreciate you all coming and listening to me bullshit. Glad we got to talk about Raimondi a little bit more. If you don't see me after tonight, it's because he got me. He got me. But chances are I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully, me and Shanna will do a show tomorrow night. And then Sunday, I got the interview with Jimmy. I hope everybody's looking forward to that. I know I am. So until then, good night, everybody. Thank you. Hit the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't already and hit the notification bell. I love you all. I appreciate you guys. And I will see you soon. All right. Salute.